think we're good. Actually, let me lower this. See how that looks. A bit overexposed, but it's fine. What is up? Hey, how you doing? Daily Planet, whatever number this is. I am not in the usual location. I am not in the usual location because I messed up. Messed up bad. And this weekend, so actually, if you guys remember, last week, maybe it was like Monday or so, I mentioned how I had like a little back issue going on and it was like really bothering me, but it's kind of like a almost routine type of thing at this point. Unless I didn't say that on here. I thought I did. If I didn't, I meant to say that. And anyway. So there were, every so often I get like this back pain. And usually it'll come on if I'm like maybe doing something strenuous. But this last one that came on was out of nowhere. I literally did nothing. I just felt it coming on. And I was like, all right, well, here we go. So last weekend, it literally like took me out Saturday and Sunday. I think no, it was Sunday. Yeah, it took me out Sunday. To the point where I couldn't really like lift anything. And bending down to get stuff was like a challenge. That was like almost, I guess what, almost 2 weeks ago at this point. So then this past Saturday, I thought it was getting better, and then I woke up in the morning and my back was just not having it. Went downstairs, did some stretching, and got on the floor to do stretching, and got stuck. Your boy legit was in so much back pain, I could not get off the ground. It took me an hour to get off the ground. Of which case, I did not still think it was worthy of going to urgent care. Even though my wife was like, you should go to urgent care. I was like, no, it's fine. It'll pass. It'll pass. Then I got on the couch, figured I'll just chill here. Maybe things will pass. And I started getting like these random, like kind of like back spasms. Like I wasn't even moving and it would just like come on. So that was my sign. All right, maybe I'll go to urgent care. So I went, and thankfully there was no like crazy alarms as far as my back goes, but there were alarms as far as like my readings go. And maybe it's all kind of like tied together. So your boy's been sleeping here in the office because at one point going up and downstairs was a challenge because of the back. And hopefully by this weekend it's good, but it was pretty embarrassing. It was pretty embarrassing. I took notes and I forgot to check my notes. Anyway, so I feel like I got to make some changes. And I've said this before, but it was pretty embarrassing. It was pretty damn embarrassing to get stuck. It was like a turtle. It was like literally rolling on the ground. Could not right myself. So yeah, that was this weekend. And I missed yesterday's episode because I was just like, for one, not going down to the basement to film. And two, I was like, I'm just going to get some extra sleep. And I was talking to Rambling Nerd about this weekend. And, he agrees, like, yeah, it's time to make some changes. But it was also like, maybe that's just, maybe being like forced to stay down is what your body was asking you to do. It's what your body needed to do for a couple days, maybe even a week. It's just like, you're in this pain. Oh, excuse me. You're having this pain. Just chill out. Just chill, bro. Just chill. And I feel like for you and I on this journey of like being better creators, business people, it's really hard sometimes to say, I'm going to just chill. Like there's like no chill a lot of times. It's just not a thing. So I think this was almost like a blessing in disguise. Now, as far as doing the Daily Planet, I'm going to continue to do the Daily Planet, even if I can't get down to the basement to do it, or even if I can't, set up the camera to do it. I'll do it on my phone, etc. I don't want this series to go away. I don't want the series to go away. But I really, 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 really need to start prioritizing health over content. So at the moment, I don't see a need to change a lot on the channel. So it's not one of those videos. But I think when I do have loads of free time, I'm going to make a better effort to not have all that time dedicated to something nerd affiliated related. Like whether that's scrolling social media for hours looking for content, whether that's working on a new t-shirt design, which there's a new design coming out. I still did that. Or whether it's just going downstairs to film for 4 hours for a 20-minute video. Like maybe I have to, not maybe I do. I got to start just cleaning-ish up health-wise. So even this afternoon, finished doing work, and I was like, I'm going to just play some Ghost of Tsushima. I'm just going to chill, not streaming it, not screen recording it for content. Like literally just sit down, relax, and enjoy Ghost. Actually, in 4 minutes, Ironheart premieres. I'm going to get on the air mattress, watch it on the screen here, just chill. Just chill. And then tomorrow, if I'm feeling better, maybe I'll get on the bike downstairs for a bit or whatnot. But yeah, I think a real challenge sometimes is listening to your body, and listening to your body, it could be a last priority on the list of priorities. And I think as we now approach the middle of the year, we're already past the middle of the year. Yeah. As we're past the middle of the year, health has to be a priority. Your body has to be a priority. Your body's part of the product. So on this episode of Daily Planet, there's no this means this or whatever. It's pretty simple. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. And I finally remember that quote came from Sal, who reminded me the quote came from Last of Us, which is every day you should strive to just be a little bit better. And as the year continues, I will strive to be a little bit better, not only just to make better content for you, but just so that I'm around to do it. Not to be morbid, but I guess that's where we're at. If you're at the point where you're laying on the ground and cannot get up off the ground due to back pain, you kind of got to start getting morbid and taking things a little bit seriously. I learned that this weekend. So, happy Tuesday. Maybe I'll try to do an episode tomorrow. I haven't been doing Wednesdays, but since I missed Wednesday, maybe I'll give you an episode tomorrow. Or sorry, since I missed Monday, maybe I'll give you an episode tomorrow for Wednesday. But if I don't, then just believe it's because I'm listening to my body for a change. I'm listening to my body for a change. And that's why I wasn't here. But it doesn't mean I won't miss you. But I'm still going to try to see you. 2 minutes to Ironheart. Hopefully you enjoyed this update, this episode of the Daily Planet. And I did a quick t-shirt design last night. I think I'm just going to launch it. By the time you watch this, I'm going to launch it. If you guys like it, you like it. If you don't like it, it's all right. I had fun making it. See you tomorrow? Maybe.